they'll certainly convict her of being a bad defendant, poor courtroom demeanor, horrible facial expressions.
So you think they'll vote guilty?
No,
of something?
I would hope they would, because based on the evidence as I see it, she's guilty of something. Not murder, but guilty of something.
Scuffing on the taillight. Here's a picture of Miss Reed's vehicle on the right-hand side. So now I said, okay, that was me walking into the car. Let's have.
What, if anything, in relation to Colin Albert being in the house has occurred as far as the harassment that you're talking about?
Can you rephrase?
With reference to what you were talking about as far as the relevancy of Colin Albert being in the house at that time, what, if any, harassment was there in relation to that and in relation to Colin?
Well,
No, go ahead. She can answer.
Colin wasn't at the house, so he's being harassed he was not at the house when John was there, so I drove him home. So the people are harassing him saying he was at the house when it's not true.
When you speak about harassment, what specifically type of harassment are we
Phone call, constant phone calls, emails, awful messages.
Objection.
I'll allow it. Focus on this witness, not Colin Albert at this point.
As far as you and your family, what, if any, type of harassment have you received?
People showing up at our house, people emailing my school, just like a lot of harassment. Can I have a moment, please?
Sure.
What he did not tell you, what Mr. Lowry did not tell you is there's another member of the Albert family that has a Ford Edge, and that's Colin Albert.
Like the jury's not gonna.
This is hilarious. Look at them all. They all love her.
Applause in the courtroom. Applause in the courtroom. After a defense attorney's argument in front of the judge on a motion. This is unheard of. What's happening up in Dedham, Massachusetts?
Did you look at any of the data evidence from the defendant's Lexus?
No, other than looking at the contours of the back to see if it had impacted Mr. O'Keefe.
When you were doing differential diagnosis, did you look at any information that would tell you what the speed of that impact may have been or allegedly was?
Well, it didn't hit him, so it doesn't matter.
So you didn't care to know anything about the car or the data in the car because you had already formed your opinion?
It did not hit him, so it was not relevant to my opinion. By looking at the body, I could tell that there was no evidence of impact with a vehicle.
In your testing, did you consider, or do you have an opinion to a reasonable degree of engineering certainty, whether John O'Keefe's injuries on his arm are consistent with being struck by a Lexus identical to the defendant's Lexus?
It is consistent with being struck by a Lexus and ultimately contacting a hard surface such as frozen ground.